Good evening. Good evening. So I'm going to share with you about vulnerability and use myself as an example and tell a story. Brother earlier showed brilliantly about the word vulnerable. I looked up another Google definition, so we'll expand on it with vulnerability. Vulnerability is the state of being exposed to attack or harm, either emotionally or physically. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear that, I hear weakness. I want to be responsible when I use that word because to me, weakness is not a negative context. Similar to what you've heard about tonight. Weakness, I'm one of the belief that if you fear the thing, you must do the thing. And so to me, weakness is actually just room for improvement. See, as men, we have to build ourselves up from nothing, starting from the bottom, ground zero. And so with that, it's only natural. Early on in life, we are going to have plenty of vulnerabilities, plenty of weaknesses to work on. And that gives us a lot of opportunity for improvement to develop ourselves. So how that shows up for me, I'm an only child of a single mother. And what that means is that my early childhood was me being alone by myself, father not in the picture, and mother off doing what she needed to do, hold things down, keep me off the streets, make sure I'm taken care of. But the conversation I told myself in my head was that I can't rely on anybody. I'm gonna have to do everything by myself because nobody is going to be there for me when it matters. Now, as a young man, that served me to a degree. At the same time, it crippled me because I was independent, yes, and at the same time leaning towards antisocial. And as a large black man, that's not exactly the best presentation I can give here in America. But I had to have my cards up. I had to be on my defenses. I had to be sharp. So again, while it served me, what it really did was cripple me. Because the thing that I wanted, it kept away at bay. Love. So fast forward, long story short, I grow up, do all the things, I find a good woman, get married, have children, and so I start a family to be loved before I know how to love myself. Some heads on, you might know something about that. Fast forward some more, 10 years, the first 10 years of being a father to my two daughters, I'm distant, disconnected, not present. I'm hoping that they will feel my love through provisions, give them the ability to be homeschooled, have my wife at the time stay home and teach them, have the experience that I didn't have being alone, that only child. Meanwhile, the truth be, deep inside, I'm haunted because I'm aware of the gap, that we're not actually connecting. Time is passing, and my fear is that they're gonna grow up, they're gonna go live their life, and I'll be here left alone all over again the rest of my life. So I had to accept that harsh truth. Their mother told me one day, you need to put in some real effort. You're gonna need to step up to do something. This is not something I can do for you. And so I did that. I manned up. I stepped in to do the things to make myself a pillar in their life. I started taking over the morning wake-up call, knocking on the door, time to get up. Ain't no soft tickles in it, let's go. You know you gotta get ready. Taking over the drive to school. I started asking them questions about their life, asking them about their day, asking them about their feelings, their experiences, getting into their world. I started looking at the video games they like to play, and that became our time. I grew up as a gamer, so let's game together, let's get on it together. Now dad is around. Now dad is spending time. Now they actually get their dad. And so it only took a few short years to start building the bond and connection. But fast forward, February 1st, 2024, this year, my oldest daughter turned 13. I'm the father of a teenager. And she broke down to tears. I was having some financial issues. And she broke down to tears at the thought of dad not being there for her day. Of course, I made that happen. My youngest daughter, she loves video calling. She wants to be an actress. She's a hell of a character. She's always making voices and stuff. I can barely understand what she's saying, but I'm there, we're talking. And she likes to compete about who loves who more. So if you've ever seen, Marvel's Endgame, Infinity War, for the dads out there, so the largest quantifiable figure is Google. So she loves me infinity times Google. And I get the victory of, you know what, I'll take that. You got it. I share this with you because I had to develop and build muscles that were not there. I had to become the dad that I never had. I had to build from scratch out of nothing and figure it out myself from examples I'd never seen or witnessed in my life. Through that, none of it would have been possible if I wasn't able to be vulnerable. If I wasn't able to be open and honest about my weaknesses, about my insecurities, about what wasn't really moving. But through that, I got to have a connection with my daughters. I got to be the father that I've always wanted to be. And this is why I tell you, gentlemen, that vulnerabilities make stronger men.